Good Wednesday morning. Hope everybody's having a great day. Good week so far. Hope the weather's nice where you're at. It has been a hectic past couple of, last week and a half, close to 2 weeks, whatever it's been. We've been hauling a lot of bulk loads of feed, wet distiller grains, dry distiller grains, modified. I think we had a load or two of soybean meal mixed in, just hauling all kinds of feed to different feedlots and dairies and things like that in the area. The weather has not been friendly. Towards the end of last week, it wasn't too awful bad. A lot of windy days, a lot of dry days. Sunday, it got cold and snowed. I think our high temperatures were somewhere in the about low 20s, maybe mid 20s, but the wind was blowing 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. And then we did get a little bit of snow, a little bit of ice, but it wasn't too bad, not a whole lot of accumulation, but it was cold. Monday was still pretty cold. Tuesday warmed up a little bit late in the afternoon, not real nice, but it wasn't too bad. Today's supposed to be pretty nice, and then by the weekend they're forecasting temperatures up into the 90s. So going to be a pretty drastic change, but still going to be breezy, I think, for the next few days, and actually wish the wind would die down. I mean, that's part of Nebraska this time of year, but if you're not familiar or haven't heard about it, out in the western part of the state, the Panhandle, or what they call the Sandhills, which is predominantly cattle ranching country, they've got some wildfires going on. I think the last I heard, the estimated area was somewhere between 800,000 to a million or more acres that have been burned. Rangeland, grasslands, basically what are the summer pastures for these, summer and winter pastures, but for these cattle ranchers. So a lot of them have lost infrastructure, a lot of outbuildings, some have lost houses. I think there was one fatality, but it's been pretty rough out there, and they're nowhere close to having everything fully under control. So thoughts and prayers to everybody affected out in the Sandhills. I know there's a lot of different relief funds being set up, and different things getting put together to help these folks out, because it's their livelihood. They depend on all this area for everything, and going to be a lot different summer this year compared to a lot of the others. Hopefully we get everything situated out there. I know our company's probably gonna come up with something at some point to try to help out there. But anyway, this morning we are currently sitting in Aurora, Nebraska at the ethanol plant, getting ready to load wet distiller grains. We'll deliver this load over by Milford, come back, get another one from here to go up by Osceola, Nebraska, and then we'll see what the day holds from there. But don't necessarily like hauling out of here, but it's where the customer bought the feed from. I'm just trying to watch the loading process. But when I say wet distiller grains, this is wet distiller grains. I'll turn the camera around here in just a second, but you almost need a tanker endorsement to haul this stuff. And there is a lot of it. So all of that brown out there, that's all wet distiller grains on the ground. And they're loading trucks over here on the pad on the west end. But normally when they make this, or at least from what I've always seen when I've been here, the product stays in these bays kind of back here. Don't know if you can really make that out or not, but it is spread all the way out. This is normally just a grass area out here, and it's spread all the way out there, and it's kind of maybe hard to see on camera just how runny this stuff is. but you kind of have to be careful with it a little bit too, because it will slosh around even in these belt trailers. But we're going to get loaded here shortly. It looks like we're about number 4 or 5 in line. So hopefully it won't be too long. We'll get loaded. We'll get over, get this dropped off, come back, get another one, and see what the day has in store for us. One thing I did forget to mention earlier, and I don't know how I forgot it, but I did, probably because it's early in the morning. If you are interested in helping in some form or fashion with fire relief efforts for the Nebraska Sandhills, there are a lot of different things set up right now. I know that there is an account set up at Cornerstone Bank. I think you can probably go into any Cornerstone location in Nebraska if you're so inclined to make a financial donation. I know they're looking for hay, for fencing supplies, for feed. I don't know all of what else, but if you are interested, you don't want to make a monetary donation, but you want to help in some way and you're just not sure how, if you want to, you can comment on the video and I can get in contact with you. And if I don't have an answer, because I won't even pretend to know what all is out there as far as the fire relief efforts, but I know there are a lot of organizations, a lot of businesses that are putting things together. I know some folks out in the Sandhills that if I don't have answers, I can call them and get information and be able to share that for anybody that might want that information. So again, if you are inclined to help out with the fire relief efforts for the Nebraska Sandhills, again, Cornerstone Bank, or you can comment here and I'll get in contact with you and see what we can get put together. But I know, again, this is these folks' livelihood that's been basically turned upside down within a matter of less than a week. So I know they appreciate everything that everybody's doing for them. So if you are interested in doing that, thank you, and please let me know and I'll try to get you in contact with the right places or people. You ever have one of them days where it just feels like nothing quite went right, or you didn't really accomplish anything? I don't know, just something was off. That's kind of the way today's been. It's late afternoon, early evening, only on my 3rd load, which in reality isn't bad considering the distances we've had to drive. But did a lot of sitting and waiting in line to get loaded too. Did get the 2 loads of wet feed out of Aurora, but that's where we spent most of the time sitting in line waiting too. I think the first one, I don't know, hour and a half wait, somewhere in that neighborhood. The second one probably close to an hour. And that feed was just sloppy wet. The back of my trailer is disgusting right now. Probably can't even see the brake lights and turn signals. But we're going to take care of that when we get home. road fairly quick. We'll get turned around, pointed back towards home. Got to grease a couple things when I get there. Got one of my cords to the trailer that's acting up on me, and see if I can diagnose that real quick, or if it's going to be a longer term deal. Might actually get to call it a night somewhat early, at least compared to the rest of the week. So we'll see how things play out. Again, just feels like I didn't really get a whole lot accomplished today. I don't know, if I go back and refigure everything, hopefully at least the truck made some money. we got the gluten kicked off. As you can see, it comes off pretty quick and easy. Doesn't leave a big mess in the trailer to have to clean up afterwards. So really like hauling that more so than the wet distillers, but haul what they tell me to haul. But with that, we got the old girl pointed towards home. We'll get back, get refueled for tomorrow. Got to wash the back of that trailer off. That's the downside to hauling wet distillers, especially that real syrupy stuff, is it gets on the back of the trailer. Try to clean it up the best you can, and it doesn't all come off, and then you go down gravel roads and the dirt and dust and everything just sticks to the back of the trailer. So we're going to get it cleaned off. Hopefully we can just do it with a regular hose and a water nozzle. Might have to get the pressure washer out. We'll see. But get it cleaned up a little bit so at least the tail lights, brake lights, turn signals are more visible. And we'll get everything prepped and ready to go for tomorrow and wait for our schedule to come out. I would guess it'll probably be the same thing. Hauling either wet feed, modified, gluten, whatever the case might be, wherever they need it next. Haven't heard of any major changes coming up or anything desperately needing to change schedule-wise. So, and it's supposed to be a little bit nicer tomorrow. Had just that brief little bit where the sun was out this afternoon and it warmed up just a tad. Was able to get rid of the sweatshirt for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then the clouds came back in and cooled off and had to put it back on. So it's supposed to be a lot nicer tomorrow. We'll see how it plays out. But thanks for riding along with me for the day. Hope you enjoyed it. No, we didn't do a whole lot exciting today. See what the rest of the week brings. But as always, invite you to leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. And if you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button. Helps me out, helps the channel out. Be able to keep bringing you content. If the wind ever quits blowing long enough, I'll be able to put the drone back up in the air. But it's the end of March in Nebraska and the wind blows, so just have to take it as it comes. But I'm actually a little anxious to get flying again anyway, so hopefully it'll happen here before too long. But enjoyed having you along, and until the next trip, we'll see you. Be safe.